SwoleBenji here, and welcome to my not-so-new series about how much can you earn in 30 minutes of doing something, alright? Today, we are doing Tier 5 Yellow Zone solo dungeons. Yes, I know we've done this many times on the channel, but this is the first part of a long-part series where we do every single activity in the game for 30 minutes to see how much we profit, how much fame we make, just to get it out there. I'm going to bundle it all up in a nice little playlist. It's all going to have the same tags and titles. It's going to be great, guys. If you're ever wondering, how much can I earn doing X event with Y gear? Well, this is your answer, but before we begin today, we're going to be using the food item to time our 30 minutes. And I did think about just compiling one video that shows every single activity in the game, how much I earned doing it for 30 minutes. But the problem with that is that Redditors and people on the official forums would not believe me if I gave them my word for some reason. So, for this series, I have to show you the full 30 minutes footage of me doing the grind. I can't do any cuts or edits. I'm sorry, okay? But here's how it's going to work. I'm going to pop this up right here. So here's my starting fame credits, 1,349,000. Here it is on the Destiny board. You can see it right there. I have auto respec on, and I have an 8.3 satchel on. Alright, and this is the light crossbow, Spectre jacket, Spectre hood, Royal Sandals build. You can find this build and how to do it on my channel. I'm also using a Thetford cape, so this is not a build guide. This is not a guide on how to clear Yellow Zone dungeons fast and efficiently. I have videos like that on my channel, so go check those out if you want to learn more. This is simply a documentation of how much I can earn doing Yellow Zone dungeons in 30 minutes. Oh, I actually forgot something. I need to do faction points, 52,127. So let me just get that on there real quick. Starting faction points, 52,000, and then 127. All right. Ending faction. Damn it, I can't spell. Ending faction. I still can't spell points. And yeah, I know you're like, oh, you should have this ready beforehand so we can get started with the video. That's part of this channel. It's raw. It's just absolutely here for your info. And just some information. Here's my earnings. I got premium active. My rank gives me 20% more points. And I'm in Bridgewatch, which gives me 120. So I'm getting 170% faction points. I'm also 3 tiles away, so I'm getting 15% more fame, silver, etc. Now, the reason I'm not calculating silver loss from auto respec in the satchel is because I have auctions going. Just 8 minutes ago, I sold 68,000 worth of planks. So that would not make it fair for the estimation, and that's why it's not being calculated. Alright, so with that all said, let's get started. As soon as we eat the food, that's when the timer begins. And pretty standard stuff. You can see that that mob gave 1.2 thousand fame. It's all being converted to fame credits at a higher rate. Alright. And I'm going to try to clear these as efficiently and as fast as possible. Though, it's not the most optimal time to be doing solo dungeons as per how the black market works. So, I am going to lose a little bit on loot, but it's more fair for the viewer, because not everyone can log in at like 1 a.m. UTC to play this game, because they have jobs and school and a life and, all that fun stuff. So, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to try to make it as fair as possible, though I'm not going to do everything during prime time, because that makes, things like gathering pretty much impossible, because all the bots are on, there's way too many players. Also, I'm not just going to beeline it to the bosses, I'm going to take all the side ones, too. I could skip this boss, totally skippable, but it is a blue chest. I don't know why you would ever want to skip that. And some people, well, even me, I've been saying for a while now that undead and heretic dungeons, look at that, we made, 12k there? And yes, we are counting, it's 6,000 in items and 6,000 in silver bags. That's how we're doing the ooh, there's 20, we're off to a good start. In, what, just, how long we've been playing? 1 minute 30 seconds, we've made 41,000 silver. So, this is why I like Yellow Zone dungeons. And I'm getting fame, and it's completely safe, it's risk-free. That's why I'm allowed to use full A3, well, not my helmet, because I just haven't bothered to buy one yet. Or, I don't even know if I'm going to buy one, because I don't really use the Spectre hood in PvP anyway, but the point is this is why I highly recommend this to people, right? And you could just, once you get good at clearing, you can clear rooms in literal seconds. Every room is a puzzle. And then with the Spectre Jacket, I just need one global ability and then walk by the mob. Okay, well in that case, he had to pull me back so he could burn to death. Thanks, guy. Right? See, it's simple. How many of you guys can say that you can kill an entire, like, group of tanky mobs in one Q spell? Look at that. I pressed Q one time on that. You can't do that in red zones. You can't do that in black zones. Oh, man. Alright, and then we're on the second floor now. Remember, when the food buff is our timer here, okay? Look at the top left. I've got my cabbage soup going. That way I can, you know... Okay, this thing's gonna pop. I won't get the fame credits for that. That's fine. And I know someone's gonna complain about my Spectre helmet usage. It's fine. It's totally fine, right? It's there to save me 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 5 seconds. I use it when I need to kill things in one hit. And I didn't path correctly for that one, but that's okay. We go down here, get the boss. Blue chest again. Blue chests are pretty good for undeads. And I don't have my Stalker jacket for this boss, but that's okay. Spectre jacket, I mean. My bad, it's called Spectre jacket. Kind of a poopy chest. That's fine. We're going to use our run ability now. And remember, we want to kill everything so that... Ooh, that's a really bad pathing. That's going to cost me a few seconds. Right. This is not a speed run. I'm supposed to play these casually like I would, just chilling, relaxing, watching anime, listening to music, you know, stuff like that. Everyone always complains that Yellow Zone dungeons are incredibly boring. It's an MMORPG, what else are you gonna do? Like, everything else is also boring. Like, at least I don't have to be, like, paying attention to my, you know, dungeon entrance. I don't have to be looking out for red names. I know this sounds like a repeat video, and I'm sorry for those of you that watch this, but I need to document every single thing in this game and how long it takes to do it for historical reasons, and to show the world, you know, if they want to do a certain activity in this game, what are they best at doing? Oh, 7k. Alright, so how long did we spend in this dungeon? We spent 4 minutes, and we made 55,000. Not terrible. Not the best. Now, normally, I have a map of the outer world here that shows me all the dungeon spawns. I am not using that for the video to make it fair. And my memory sucks, so I'm just going to wander around as a normal player would, looking for Yellow Zone dungeons and entrances. And like I said, I'm not playing during complete off hours, so there won't always be, like, this could be a yellow, that could be a green dungeon, but right now it's a yellow one, so I can't take it. Alright, I just got to keep wandering until I find them. I don't have any special ESP hacks that some people use out there that point out, you know, lines to dungeons. That's cheating. I don't use any cheats. I don't use a single third-party program. I don't use any third-party websites that tell me data, which I think, you know, some of those are allowed, but some of them are fake. Like, the popular one is like Murder Ledger. Everyone likes Murder Ledger, but whenever I've checked it out for 2 months now, it hasn't updated in Stalker at all. Like, it still says the bow has 102 wins in Stalker difficulty, and that's like, I've played over 100 matches using the same damn build, and it hasn't updated, so, dead website, basically. Okay, so someone's in this one. Basically, how long? It's been 11 seconds since that mob died. I'm going to evaluate if I can steal their dungeon. This is something that I actually do. So we're going to inspect Sujan 1011111 here. He's using Boltcaster build. I can absolutely steal the dungeon from him. So we're going to see how he reacts to me stealing his shrine. And yeah, he's going to run ahead here. That's fine. I'm going to get that shrine before he does. No! No! Oh, I got it. Yes! It's mine now. So this dungeon is basically mine if I can get all the shrines. If I don't kill everything, you know, it's going to hurt my silver per hour. That's fine. He might give up. I can't faction flag up and bully him down. And so we're going to steal this first chest here from him, and we're going to see how he does with that. Now, these trash mobs... Oh, he's going to run past. We're going to see how he reacts. If he leaves, great for us. If not... And there we go. Chest unlocked. Yoinkers. Alright, so there we go. He's just stopped there. I don't know what his deal is, but it's my dungeon now, bro. So It happens, and yes, I know some people say they don't want to do yellow zones because this can happen to them, but it's very rare. I maybe get 1 or 2 an hour, but I am keeping it in the video for, you know, prosperity's sake, so you can see the how it is. This is the actual. Okay, he's gonna follow. Not sure why. I don't know if he thinks he can. Technically, he's Boltcaster, so he can out DPS me maybe, but I have Spectre Jacket. It's a tough call. Maybe he's a fan. Maybe he wants to follow me. I've never recommended Cultist robe, so that's someone else's build, and I get it. I mean, you don't need sustain, bro. Like, Cultist robe is a really it's just a wasted weapon. I hate when they do their shield. And well, that mob's staying alive, so hopefully that won't. Ooh, there we go. Looks like I got the points. He is. Okay, so this is a purple chest up ahead. I really want my Spectre Jacket for it. That's fine. I'm going to run past the mobs. I need my boots and my Spectre Jacket to kill the boss. I'll come back and kill those. But I'm going to need both. Now, I needed to, like, lay into the boss, because he's going to lay into the boss. And we're going to see who wins the DPS race. I think I might have won that. There we go. I killed the last. Ooh, nice. It really wasn't even worth stealing. Bye, Spectre Jacket. Jacket? Hey, man, you should have been using a Spectre Jacket, bro. Your fellow. Dude, this game, man. This freaking game. I wish that chest would have been worth more, but hey, that's how you steal someone's dungeon. And we did it, you know, legit. He failed to get the buff shrine there at the start, and he didn't use a Spectre Jacket, so let's see if we can get it. Oh, dang, that one just disappeared. Y'all see that? People are out here doing these because I'm not playing during non-prime time, and because I've made this a very popular activity in the game. Guys, if I kept this a secret to myself, there would be almost no one doing it because everyone would watch the other YouTubers and be doing Black Zone dungeons, which is something we're going to do on the test. I know you guys are excited to see it. We're going to be doing the test for that as well. And I'm going to admit right now, I'm actually having a bad time finding dungeons. Like, I can normally find Yellow Zone dungeons a lot quicker than I am on screen currently. So, it's a fair shake, you know. You guys are going to get real raw data on this and not cherry. I've never cherry-picked data, but no one can claim that I'm cherry-picking data after this video. How much have we earned so far? 76,000 plus 28,000. So we've earned over 100,000. And you can be like, well, half of that is the fame tomes you've been getting. And yeah, true. It happens all the time. I normally come home in like 1 hour with like 10 of these suckers. Like, all right, let's get started here. And there we go. We can just run through these. We don't have to stop. There we go. 1 Q there. Pops them up real nice and good. There's a shrine sometimes in the top right. So that's why we're pathing that direction. There it is. I told you. You got to learn your shrine positions. We're going to turn our armor off. Grab the shrine. It was not a reset shrine, sadly. But that's okay. That's what the helmet's for. We're going to save our armor for when we can't one-shot the mob. In which case, we had our ability ready on cooldown there for that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my helmet here and wait for my boots so I can stack the damage percent with Spectre Jacket, and then I can correctly path around here. I didn't need to queue her. That's going to cost our time a bit, but that's okay, you know. That's fine. You guys liking this so far? You know, we're going to be doing gathering tests in a lot of different like gear sets and zones, which I know I've done on the channel. But we're doing it again because I'm going to properly, you know, playlist it and stuff. And because I don't have any other ideas, guys. I'm really out of ideas on what to make videos for in this game. And it's really tough to make a video every single day that's something new and innovative and something that can educate you, okay? So, I know this feels like a rerun episode. I'm sorry. But that's just how it is. That's just how YouTube be sometimes, man. And then if anyone in the future, you know, maybe a year from now, ever wants to document, you know, like how much do you earn doing an activity, they have video evidence of a player that's been playing this for over 10,000 hours, how long it takes them to do it, or how long it might take you to do it. Alright, let's see what we get. I want some juicy red buffs, dang it, man. If I can get, like, a red buff in every dungeon for 30 minutes, that would be the most cherry-picked footage ever, right? Imagine that. I want the bear to knock me, but he didn't. I was wanting him to knock me this way so I can get a little speedy boost. Yeah, imagine every dungeon you get a red buff, and it's the shortest tile set for that dungeon, right? That would be the dream. And I've gotten tile sets like that in group dungeons a few times. You can't get red buffs in group dungeons. You can't get shrine buffs. But I've had, doing 5.1 statics, I've had like the perfect layouts before for fame gain. And oh man, it was like 5 million fame an hour, like 5.4 million fame an hour. It was amazing. It was... I've never been able to reach that numbers ever again. But it was basically... There's 2 rooms in a group dungeon that give you the most fame, and one of them, it's 1 gray wizard, which I just killed, and 5 of the female, like, trash tier mobs. And they're all grouped up together. And the female trash mobs give, like, almost 3,000 fame each, and the wizard gives, like, 7,000 fame. And you can AoE them down in seconds. And then the second one is a room of 6 trash mobs of the male and female. I forget what they're called, but I just killed one. There we go, we used the bear properly that time. Not these big axe dudes, which I actually pulled this one wrong, but that's okay because we can just do this and then it's dead. It's the little squirts here. Oh wait, I'll show you. The ones that throw the knives. Okay, so these guys with the double bone clubs, it's 3 of them and then it's 3 females, and the males give like 4,000 to 5,000 fame in a static group dungeon, right? And then it's like 3 of the females, which give like over 2,000, 3,000 something, and you can just run up and blow them up in like half a second. And then you get a 5-floor dungeon where you get the wizard and 5 of those, and then the 6 of them in a room every single floor. It's happened, man. It was delightful. It's like the tile generation just kind of bugged out. All right, let's go, bro. Hey, you're supposed to throw a boulder. What the hell? That's weird. Okay, normally when you engage this guy, he throws a big boulder at you, and you have to dodge out of the way, but he didn't. So his AI like screwed up or something. I don't know. All right, it's been like almost 15 minutes now with our food buff. We haven't really done too many dungeons, but we're over 100k. And no, we're not checking the fame until the end. We're checking the fame later. Normally I would farm the overworld mobs if there's a chest near them. But because this is only data on yellow zone solo dungeons, so we're not doing that. Also, if there was like a faction battle going on the map, I would join in on that, clear the map, and then I would go back to doing dungeons. But we're not doing that either. And yeah, oh, are you going in or are you leaving, bro? Oh, that's easy, Steel. You're doing the cell phone build that I put out. Very nice, very cool. Y'all don't know how cool it is to see my name mentioned in the freaking chat every single day, to see people recommending my build. It's really nice. It's really cool. It's that MMORPG feel. Like I've contributed positively to the community. You know, I've done my part. You know, to give back to Albion. You know, and I know people are gonna be like, "What the hell, dude? You're the guy that made that video that says you shouldn't play the game," and I'm warning people that they shouldn't say anything in English chat. That's what that whole video's about, right? Because if I could go back to my past self, if I could go back in time, you know, and tell myself, hey, you know, I'd be like, hey, should I play Albion Online? And I would honestly tell myself, no, you shouldn't. You should find something else to do, bro. You should play Minecraft. And you know, I haven't played Minecraft in a while, man. I made like an island with my girlfriend, and I basically did everything in the game there was to do with her, and then she just hasn't wanted to play since. That's 28k chest. That sucks. We're not hitting good on chests right now. I would like some jackpots for the video, but if there's no jackpots, that's fine. I personally know that about every 17 dungeons I can get 2 to 4 jackpots, which is fine, and a jackpot is like 250, 500k. Which you can get in Yellow Zone dungeons. It's happened. I'm not really playing at the most optimal time either. And that's fine. Alright, so we can activate our boots and then our armor. I'm not wasting my armor because it's the next tile down, so I don't want to wait on the cooldown. There we go. I'm excited to see how much fame we made, which, I mean, I already know the averages, but I just want to see, like, because When I normally play, I try to skip undeads and heretics because the treasure isn't good and the fame is not that good. The what's it called? The Morgana dungeons are the best for treasure, absolutely the best from my data. You know, there's no factual evidence to that. But the Grovekeeper, Earthkeeper dungeons, I don't know what they're officially called. All right, they don't really like have labels in this game. They are the best for fame. So if you want to min-max your fame earnings, you just want to run Earthkeeper dungeons. All right. Puke on me, boy. Yeah, he didn't even puke. That's how fast I killed him. And you know, there's been a theory that like, what if you skipped green chests? Because I do skip green Fame Tome chests, right? Skipping green chests, you know, I thought about the idea, but whenever you hit one of those chests with a 50k, 200k, 300k, man, that pays for all the ones that you had to waste like a minute, not even a minute. I think we took like 10 seconds to kill that boss, right? Like, it makes up for all the time, essentially. Alright, let's activate boots, activate armor, and just run through, because we're not playing as efficient. It's hard to play efficiently when you are just rattling your mouth, okay? When you're running that mouth of yours, you know, you get distracted, because whenever I converse to you guys on YouTube here, like right now, I'm not like staring at my screen intently, okay? I'm like looking around the room and, you know, doing normal body language gestures that a normal person would in a normal conversation in a normal room, right? Now, this boss is extra annoying to kill, but we still managed to do it before he shielded up. And not a good chest there either. Ouch. Food buff, how much time we got? We got 11 minutes. That's 11 more minutes you get to spend with Benji today. Yeah, you guys, it's like a play date, guys. It's like, man, I want to spend more time with Benji. I don't want to leave in 11 minutes. Sorry, bro. No, it's like prison. It's like, you got 11 minutes. Hurry it up. And they bang on the jail cell or the little glass window. Oh, there's a person in here. So we're going to evaluate if it's worth stealing. Okay, so that's 30. This guy's 30 seconds ahead. I'm not going to bother. Okay, so 23 Eon says, SwoleBenji, you are the best. Well, I thank you, 23 Eon. I don't know if I'm quite the best. Oh, look, it's a Boltcaster Chad. Look at that. Boltcaster Chad was doing a dungeon in there. See, now, that's another thing, too. If someone's using my build, I usually, he says hello. What a surprise, right? You look on YouTube and you find a build and it's doing pretty good, and then suddenly you exit the dungeon and there's the man himself, right? How cool is that? Alright, so like I was saying, if I invade someone's dungeon and they're using one of my builds, I back out of respect, man. Because they are a loyal watcher of the videos, okay? So, you know, in that regard, the dungeon's theirs. If someone invades my dungeon with my own build and I'm like, just started, I'll even give it to them. Unless it's like a map dungeon or something, right? However, the line is drawn in the sand, right? When they flag up for Limhurst or Marlock, that's no cap, I guess. Am I using that phrase correctly? I don't know how to. I don't know all these future lingos because I don't really ever socialize anymore. But the point is that if you aren't a Bridgewatch Chad and I'm flagged up and you're flagged up, you're going down, brother. Going down, bro. And pop. I hate the crossbow guys. These crossbow dudes that do the little leap back mess up my shooting so much. Very annoying. The tanky knight guys, they take a little bit extra. They're like the tankiest mobs, even more so than the undead dudes. See how they jump back and they mess up? Like, they keep you in combat. So annoying. I know, I should be, you know, one to complain in full 8.3. Research material. You can research me any day. What are you going to research? My crossbow skills? This guy's right hand is very adept at shooting the light crossbow. Wow, it's so adept. One would say it's elder tier. What if it's like a Wreck-It Ralph mode where the NPCs are like, oh, here comes the player. Ow, my face is melting from the explosion of the crossbow bolt. Right? I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to make this entertaining. Imagine you get into combat with a witch lady and she just looks at you and goes, right? Like, is that supposed to make you feel unconfident? But hey, I've got technology. You know what technology is? Your spells in your books. I'm just gonna throw literal Batman explosives at your face. Like, look at this, dude. These guys were just standing here reading books. Or girls, I'm sorry. They are female in this dungeon. Only the melees are male. Or I guess the lava dudes are male. They sound kind of... They could be female lava monsters. I don't know. They're just sitting there reading books. You know, it's like their first day into the cult. And they're just reading some cool stuff. Like, they're reading a book about how there's a guy that goes around with his crossbow and brutally murders people and to look out for him. And then they look over their shoulder and there I am. SwoleBenji here. as I let forth my crossbow bolt, exploding at their feet, their guts and limbs flying scattered everywhere. And then he comes and picks up the silver pile, plus 54 silver. Right? That is the, what is that? Albion Online fanfiction. He walked beside me, his armor on fire. I was unable to withstand the heat, and I bent the knee in death. The last thing I could see was his tattered, ripped, undead cloak skin from the cash shop that was gifted to him. Right? I don't know, man. Yo, let's just pop our armor, man. This guy's taking too long to kill. And you could be like, why aren't you taking that shrine? It could have been a fame shrine. No, that one is always a silver shrine. That is just a silver shrine. I'm not gonna run back and prove it to you because that's not about. It's not about it. I was supposed to cancel my armor when I grabbed that, and I didn't. I need to kill these bats. Dang it, my armor ran out, but that's okay. We can just use explodey bombs on them. Lightning cloak, activate. There we go. We tased them, bro. Don't tase me, dude. They need a taser weapon. One of the new royal weapons should be a taser. Have I said that theory yet on video? I don't know if I have, but essentially they, you know, like SBI announced new weapons and stuff, right? Let's not get hit. I got hit by it. Let's not get hit by it. Oh well, it took me out of combat so I can get the looties. That's fine. Yeah, we could go blast her, but it's whatever, man. She's the lone survivor to tell the rest of my story, okay? She can now write the book about SwoleBenji and the the crossbow that blew up the whatever it is, a church, a monastery, a castle. I think Morgana dungeons are castles, right? That's kind of the theory. They're like big underground castles. I don't know, man. I don't know the lore. So we've almost done a full lap around the map, sadly. I normally don't get a full lap around the map, but it is kind of a busier time to be playing, which means it takes longer to find dungeons. And I don't have my map pulled up of my dungeons, so I'm just doing it randomly. I'm just randomly, man. You know? And also, I'm not getting a lot of the dungeons that I want. So this one... Oh, I don't mean to click that. There's no mob there. And there's no mob up here. That means this dungeon could be occupied. But if it's occupied by a person that's picking up their silver, they didn't get the shrine buff. So, yes. Give me red. Damn it. We might be able to catch up to them. Since they're picking up silver, that means they're probably new and undergeared. Okay, they didn't pick up that silver. How far away am I from the player? 1 whole minute. Nope. I ain't bothering, man. I ain't freaking bothering. I don't need to loot that bad. Why is this dungeon not closed? That's weird. Is it a mapped dungeon? It could be a map dungeon, but I don't know. They were too new. They didn't get to the side. So we're just going to go here. And yeah, we've actually lost a lot of time in this video from dungeons being occupied by other players, and that's fine. That's the realness that you will face if you play during certain times. So, you know, once we enter a dungeon, you know, they can do the same thing. They can check the silver piles. You can also open the combat log and see what the other player's even using and how hard they're hitting. But I'm not really gonna bother showing that today. That's not like a thing that I really ever use or care about. I just do the silver pile thing. If the silver pile is really old, you know, that means I'm pretty far behind. Like, I'm a full minute behind. They could be a speed clearing build, or they could not be. Who knows? It's just, you know, you gotta evaluate. Is it worth stealing or not? We already stole a dungeon anyway for the video. We don't need to, like, make the whole video about dungeon stealing. Now, if it's a map dungeon, that's different. I will fight someone over a map dungeon, even if they are a full 8-3 build. Right? I will, if they are not faction flagged, I'll unflag and down them for it, because that's just the ultimate tease. So we're going to lure the mobs there so they blow up like that. That's how you efficiently clear that room. Sometimes you can get them all, most of the time not. And activate fire. It's like the Rick and Morty episode where he gets the little ring and he's like, fire! Fire! Oh, jeez, Rick and Morty. The new season has been really bad lately. I know this is going to come out way into the future, so maybe there are some good episodes, but I haven't seen any good ones yet. The whole season sucks. Even the last season wasn't that great. Like, I don't know what happened. I guess they just got, it took too long to write good stories or something. I don't know, man. Like, everything after Pickle Rick just went downhill. Oh, don't knock me out, bro. Don't knock me out, I'm on fire. So the cool thing if you're knocked out, is that your armor continues to burn. Come on, red buff. Food buff, 2 minutes left. We may not be able to clear a dungeon in time, so this could be it. This could be it. We're stopping right when that food buff runs out. To be fair, you know, we're not gonna... I'll finish the dungeon off camera, but I'm sharing the results without finishing the dungeon, okay? So we're just gonna, you know, try to find a dungeon in the next 2 minutes. And yeah, I'm using a Gucci mount that doesn't slow down when attacked. So that's the cool thing about Yellow Zone dungeons too that people don't acknowledge, is that you can use fast mounts. You can use expensive Gucci mounts to get around way quicker than you can in the red and black zones, right? Because in those, you're basically stuck using a horse. You really shouldn't use a Swift Claw because you can't carry as much. So yeah, that's just my take on it. And we're definitely not going to be able to clear a dungeon unless we get red buffs. If we get like back-to-back red buffs and it's a short tile, then we can absolutely clear a floor. But this is pretty much the end of the run, it looks like. Let's see, but we're gonna keep looking. That's the rules. You know, we got the full 30 minutes. Got to make them count, man. Got to make it count. Got to make it right. And I'm just hitting, like, I'm hitting all corrupted dungeons here. Like, every corrupted dungeon you see is a potential solo random dungeon. But if no one's coming this far out to do corrupted dungeons, which that's kind of the problem with going 3 tiles out sometimes, then they all eventually become corrupted dungeons to the point where you just don't have them anymore. And I have how much time left? I have 30 seconds. So, that's not even enough to do anything, really. So, we're just gonna call it here, and let's get the results out. So, pop up that screen for me. All right, where are we at? Let's start with the faction points, and that doesn't look like we earned very much. Again, this is like, as far as I'm concerned, this was a really bad run, and I'm gonna publish it anyway because that's what the people want. Okay, ending faction points 53,905. So what is that? That's only like 1,600. I don't know. I guess I'll do the calculator. 53,905 minus 52,127, and my mic is still on, equals 1,778. Total faction points earned 1,778. Okay, ending fame credits. Alright, this is the next one that we want to know. Ooh, that's a good amount. 1,878,662. So we're going to take that number, 1,878,662, and I got to click the minus key because that is my mute mic button. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. I know you can't see the calculator. And that's going to be 529,000. Let's see. Fame credits earned, 529,069. So, for those that don't know, the controversy is that, let's see, so fame earned, 1,058,138. Alright, there we go. So, for those that don't know the controversy, whenever you go to a weapons node, like, look at this quarterstaff combat specialist. Let me just scoot this over for you. Let's scoot it over a little bit more. Alright, and then you want to level it up. Check how many fame credits it takes to level up, right? So, 89,000 fame credits to get to level 4 from level 1. And then if you double this number, 89,000 fame credits, it costs 178,000 fame. So essentially, we earned 1 million fame in that 30 minutes that we did, which is a terrible run, by the way. Like I said, it's a terrible run, okay? But once you've hit, like, where I am, essentially, that's all you're spending fame credits on is your weapon nodes, because that's how you power up your build, essentially. Yeah, you could dump it into armor. Like, I can go over here to armor, and it's a little bit better. Like, you can see it's 161,000 fame credits for 645,000 fame. All right, well, hold on. I have this in the way. So my bad. Oh, here, scoot that over. Scoot that over here. So you can see that it's it's more than double in this case for using it on armor, but the lowest conversion rate in the game is on weapons. So 22,000 fame credits, 45,000 fame. It doesn't get any lower than that. So it's safe to say that 1 fame credit is worth 2 fame at the lowest conversion rate. So therefore, it's a safe way to calculate your fame per hour, especially when you've hit my status where I'm in full 8-3, able to clear effectively. Alright, so I'm SwoleBenji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. This is part of an ongoing series of is it worth, you know, like 30 minutes or whatever. I know it's kind of a rerun episode in terms of, hey, I've done Yellow Zone dungeon runs before. Oh, we didn't do silver. Let's get that on the screen. Let's see. Silver earned, so that's 168 plus 30 would be 198k in 30 minutes, which is horrible. That is actually really, really bad. But hey, there's a reason why it's bad, and that's because I'm not playing during the optimal time, which means the black market is being constantly emptied out of items. I had just bad pathing, bad runs. A lot of the dungeons, like, I'm not using my dungeon maps, so I could run way more dungeons during that time, right? I could run about half as much more that I did in the video. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, the amount of dungeons that I ran, I could get I can get 50% more dungeons done in that same time if I use my dungeon map, so I could just beeline it to green zone dungeons instead of wandering aimlessly, alright? I know you're thinking I'm trying to cope, or I'm just trying to, you know, talk up Yellow Zone Dungeon because it's like my thing, but that's just the truth, man. This is a low ball run, okay? This is a very low ball run, and I'm playing during a busier time of the day to make it a little more accurate for you. I normally play during very off hours, so I earn way more because the black market has more items to give out, and less people are playing, which means there are more items for me to get. All right, so as always, you know, be a bro, stay swole, return your shopping carts. I don't know if I said that already. Make sure you leave a comment and a like. Do both. You got to do both for the algorithm combo. It really helps out. And 80% of you still aren't subscribed. Still 80%. I've been telling you for a while now that it's 80% of you aren't subscribed. So hit the subscribe button. We're about to be the #1 most subscribed Albion channel that isn't the official channel. We've almost beaten Lupac and Equard and Flaccid Barons, so thank you guys for that, because as of the filming, we're at 31,000 subscribers, so I really do appreciate that, but I need you guys to hit that subscribe button. Let's go to 33,000. That puts me #1 above everyone else, and then once we hit above 44,000, we will have beaten the official channel, which is the goal. How funny would that be, right? They hate my guts, and we have more subs than them. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As you know, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Leave me a comment and tell me what you want me to do for 30 minutes to evaluate, you know, the farm. Okay, like how much can I earn doing X activity? Let me know what that activity is that you want to see. I film these a couple weeks in advance, so it might be a while before you get your video, but you'll eventually get your video if it's a good suggestion. All right, take care.